What's up, Rockhound? What's up, Cheesy? Making them greenbacks. Oh boy, that's not ever fun being the only guy. Until Tuesday. Oh man, it just gets better and better, doesn't it? If that's the case, that's a good thing. I hear that. What you cleaning? What kind of cleaning are you doing? Oh, okay. It should be a nice, easy day for you then. That's at least a nice thing. Or at least I hope it is. I don't know how bad you got to clean, or how much needs to be cleaned. Hopefully it's not too bad. I might have to start doing this more often in the mornings. It is Friday, isn't it? Ah, that's awesome. One more night. One more night. Oh, it's time. It's time. Oh, can't get my button to work. There we go. Bam. Hello and welcome to DesertOx Farms. We are live here on the Riverbend Springs Let's Play, where I have been trying my best to build a horse farm. And I just decided, you know what? I think we'll work on this thing live. I mean, why not? It's exactly what I would be doing if I was doing my recording. It's me, you know, basically playing a game, jackassing around, and having just generally a good old time playing with myself. Wait, that didn't sound right. Anyhow, but yeah, this is the Riverbend map, and I've been absolutely loving this playthrough. I did a little bit of recording earlier on the survival series. That's also one that I've been enjoying quite a bit. I'm in a bit of a pickle on that one right at the moment, just trying to get things to work. Sounds like you. Now, how do we flip this? How do we flip this? I want it to go to the other side. Is it? Yep, that's it. Outstanding. Let's put all this all together. I gotta get this hay up. I'm getting hailed on out here. Gotta make some hay for my horsies, so I got plenty to feed them with. I'm gonna have to build me a storage barn somewhere too. Well, actually, you know what? I don't have to build a storage barn. I put storage in over at the main farm. This is no longer the main farm here, and I built a nice little garage over there. It's it's got 2 doors on the front. I think you guys maybe have seen that. Yeah, no, not like that. Not like that. Hey, what's up, Big Dog Network? How's it going, my man? It's summer, by the way. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm wearing my shorts right now. Right now. Come on. Lock on the other line. Why is there we go. GPS can be a little aggravating sometimes. Now disappear. There you go. Oh, yes, it is definitely summertime. I don't have to deal with the heat quite so much, which is nice. Swamp, I meant. Oh, it's Swamp, by the way. Oh, what's up, Swamp? How's it going, buddy? Change the name. I hear you. I can't change, man. I can't change. I'm set my ways. I'm too damn old. You know, I'm ornery. That's about it. I don't sound like it whenever I'm on here because, you know, it's my chill. So are you not working? I'm wearing my Daisy Dukes and cry. Yeah, I hear you, cheesy. I hear you. It's just wanting to be aggravating. It won't walk on that other line. Okay, fine. Be like that. So you not gonna be down at the power plant today, big dog? You know what I want to know is how is Presto coming along with his game making? That's what I want to know. I need regular updates on that boy. I tell you that boy, he's smart. Oh, okay, good deal. Are you gonna stream racing? Is that what you're gonna do? 7 day break. 7 day break. That's a vacation. Talking about break. You get summer. You get a summer holiday over there where you work at. Is that what it is? Damn, I need to change jobs. If I wasn't so fat and out of shape. Been focused on band. Awesome. What instrument does he play? I've been focused on farming. I need to finally take out a loan on here so I can really start kicking some things up. I haven't taken any loans out. I don't think I got anything leased anymore, which is kind of nice. Everything that I got is owned. Part-time police job. I didn't know you was part-time policing. Where are you part-time policing at? So I know to stay the hell away from there because it can't be safe if they got you up there. You need to, percussion. Oh, that's awesome. He's got the energy for it, the way he likes pounding that keyboard playing that game. Wait. Oh, you're policing at East Georgia. I got you. Okay, I got you. That's awesome. So you need to join the Discord. So whenever you go live, I got a promote yourself channel in there. You can post it up whenever you go live. I'm sure there's some NASCAR fans in there. We got a little bit of everything going on. Oh, I don't normally stream in the mornings. I'm usually just the 1 day a week. I don't know, I felt froggy this morning. I was doing some recording for the survival series, and I was like, you know what? I've got enough recorded for right now. Let's go live. I didn't want to jump on the editing. I just didn't feel like doing it. I like this merger, man. This thing is nice. This thing is nice. It's working pretty good behind my little 6R here too. Yeah, 8 gigabytes isn't going to do it for you, not anymore. If you're doing it in 1080, you might be able to get away with it. Probably have to go to like 720. Well, you can get like a 30 series card and still be able to stream. Like I don't know what you got now. If you got an 8 gigabyte card, you probably have like a, I don't know, maybe a 3060 or a 20 series, something or another. But if you had a 3070 even, you can stream with that. You could stream with a 3080. You don't have to have a 40 or 50 series card unless you just want to go that route. What's up, Whiskey Creek? How's it going, man? Trying to get some hay made for the horsies. An RX 6600. I'm not sure. I'm not real familiar with the AMD. Now, if you want to stay with AMD, though, I will tell you this: the 9070 XT is a really good option. It's like the equivalent to the 5070 Ti. So that's not a bad card. It's more stable than the 5070, which actually that's what I have is the 5070 Ti. I really like the card. I don't have any complaints, but I mean, you can probably save a little bit of money and have a more stable card if you go with the AMD. I've been trying to kind of familiarize myself a little more with AMD. I haven't really been a big fan of AMD. Nothing against AMD. I've always just been an NVIDIA guy, but NVIDIA has been real shitty lately. It's hard to keep throwing money at a company that wants to be shitheads, you know. So I've been studying up on AMD a little bit. So yeah, if you're looking at a good card, you know, that you'll be able to stream with, that's not a bad card. I'd say ask your dad about it, but I don't know how much he really gives a damn about that side of things. Come on. Come on, lock on the other. Every time I get ready to lock in, come on. Why you being this way? There we go. There we go. Yeah, I haven't had any problems out of NVIDIA. The thing is, like, he does it. Yeah, I didn't figure he more concerned about just keeping things running. But no, as far as the difference between like the AMD and NVIDIA, like, it's the biggest thing. NVIDIA tends to be better for streaming or for video editing, but that doesn't mean that AMD doesn't work just fine. The AMD, like I said, that 9070 XT it's a pretty damn stable card. The power draw on it's not as bad either, so that's something else that you're going to probably have to look into, is possibly upgrading your power supply. Do you know what size power supply you have now? Okay, even if you go to like the 40 series, you're probably going to have to upgrade your power supply. Like I had a 3090 in here, and you can run the 3090 with an 800 watt power supply. You really need to have, like, it's better to have like 1,000 watt power supply. The 5070, the power requirements on it are only slightly higher than the 3090, so I didn't have to change my power supply. But if you're coming from, well, let's see, that Let's see, that's 6600. You know what? I think that's the same card that Dakota had, which is like the equivalent of a 3060, if I remember correctly. Now, yeah, I think you probably had the same card Dakota had, and I sent Dakota my 3090, which he did have to put a new. Oh, you know what? It don't matter. It's the last row. We'll just merge it right here. So yeah, you're gonna with a 650 watt. If you're gonna go to the 40 series or anything above that in the 30 series, or equivalent with AMD, even you're gonna need a bigger power supply, at least a 800 watt to possibly 1,000 watt. And personally, I would get at least a 1,000 or 1,200 watt power supply, just because the next time you go to upgrade, you'll already have a power supply. I mean, you're going to have to upgrade it anyhow. Might as well get something you can skip a generation with, or 2 or 3. It's kind of how I look at it. I'm getting ready to build myself a new PC. I'm planning on going pretty overboard with it. Now, as far as the GPU, I don't plan on changing the GPU because, I mean, you know, it's perfectly fine. But as far as the motherboard, the RAM, all that stuff, I'm kicking all that up a notch. All right, Cheesy. Hopefully we'll see you Sunday, sir. Hopefully we'll see you Sunday. All right, we got this all done. We got to go pick it up. Let's see. Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Let's see. I think there's a way I can turn the wrapper off. Yeah. Was it? There we go. That should turn my wrapper off. We can't be wrapping our hay because we ain't trying to make silage. Just waking up? I can tell from that slow response. What map are you on now, Whiskey Creek? Now, I don't know if you've seen that agroforest that just dropped, but that thing looks pretty sweet. The remake of the Silver Run map. That one's pretty awesome. I kind of like the same guy. It's the same guy that did the one for Hutan Pantai. And I really like the Hutan Pantai remake also. I really like that map. I know a lot of people didn't really care for that one so much, but I kind of like that map. And the remake of it is really awesome. It just adds takes some of the crap off of the map that wasn't really good, I guess you could say, and adds some good stuff to it. And then the Silver Run map remake, they did that agroforest. Oh man, that one looks great. It's what Silver Run probably was what a lot of people kind of wanted it to be. It's got lots of forestry, but he's added some fields to it. Waseca County. Oh, you're playing on the Matsy map. Okay. That's a good map from what I can tell. I haven't looked at it, but I've seen a couple people streaming it, and it looks like a pretty good map. I think that's kind of the area that he's from. I saw that. I saw it just popped up, man. Welcome to the herd. You start doing your live streams and you get ready to go live, that promote yourself channel, you drop a link to your live in there and let the Discord know you're going live. I'm sure we got some NASCAR fans out there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's that got to do with it? Oh, that's not good. Yep. Let's just run everything over. This hail really needs to go away. It's damaging my fields. And I didn't think it used. I didn't used to think it would mess with your grass crops because I had some hail several times and it didn't do any damage to my grass. But since then, it seems like every time we get hail, it just wreaks havoc on my grass field. Can't be having that. Waiting on me to do the Donald. Oh man, I've tried to move past those days. It's it, it's a very uncomfortable thing having a man crush. You know, not myself, but another man crushing on you. Why am I streaming on a Friday? I just felt froggy, man. I got home and I wasn't about to fall over going to sleep after I got off work. I did some recording this morning, and then I was like, you know what? Let's go live. I really wanted to get back into the Riverbend series. This is the one I've been doing the horse farm on, and I thought, why not just do some of the stuff live? You know. Yeah, I've still got those on the channel. They're just hidden, because I mean, they're only funny if you were involved. Anybody watching them, you'd be bored to tears watching it. Yeah, it's a shame that we don't have a go-to game like we used to. Hey, what's up, Mojo? Yeah, it's just kind of a, I guess you say it's kind of a surprise stream. I don't know, I might do more during the week. I don't really know. I've done a few others in the mornings. It's not a real common thing. Um, yeah, fun times were definitely had. Come on, let's go. There we go. Ugh, you ever have problems with OCD? You see stuff and you just can't help yourself, but go do something about it. You know, that little bit of hay just sitting right there, like it matters. I got to pick it up. I shouldn't have spotted it. I should have just looked away. Hey, no worries, man. No worries. There's always this Sunday. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. We'll be back on the Louisiana map this coming Sunday, and hopefully, we have a full crowd that turns out. We did last Sunday, which here lately we've had a full crowd every Sunday turning out, which has been fun. After the stream this past Sunday, a lot of us we stayed on the server and just kept jackassing around. I tell you, I wish I'd have stayed live. We had we were having issues with the straps on the trailers again, kind of like we were on the Frankenmuth map. we were trying to load up a slurry tanker on the flatbed, and every time we'd pull off with the slurry tanker, and it just stayed floating in the air. We couldn't get it to do like it was supposed to, and then normally like whenever you would hit the straps on something and it would kind of glitch out on you with the 1.8 update. If you just went ahead and went where you were going, it was like you were hauling an invisible load, and you could like hook up to it or get into the piece of equipment or whatever it was you had on the trailer, and it would just like rubber band from one side of the map to the other where you were at. Well, that trailer, it didn't rubber band. It it started to rubber band, and then it got stuck in a house next to the dealership. It was just hanging off the side of the building, and the tractor went inside of the building. Nap time creeps up on you. Yeah, I understand that, man. We had old Candy was driving the tractor, and he got stuck inside of the house. That's what that little post was on the channel the other day, whenever I was saying that you should check out the second half if you missed the first half of the live stream. That's kind of what happened after the fact. He was just standing inside staring out the window. It was pretty good. No, it didn't go far at all. It literally went across the street, and well, it wasn't actually a house. It was the sugar factory, but it's right across the street from the dealership there, and it was just hanging off the side. I think I may have put a post, or actually I think it's in the Discord. Yeah, there's a picture of it in the Discord where it's just hanging off the side of the sugar plant. Oh yeah, that was pretty funny. And we were just gonna haul it without the straps, and old Cheesy, he was switching farms on us and hitting the strap on it without us knowing it. So every time we go to pull off, we're like, "What the hell's wrong? Why does it keep doing this?" He pranked us pretty good. So we got what about a week now before the next DLC drops. I'm pretty excited for that. You know, we'll get the Ford brand for everybody that's on PC. That's that's not. I don't guess it's really that big a deal to get the Ford brand, but it's a pretty big deal for the guys that are on console, because if you're on PC, you can always go into the itch and stuff like that, and get those old Ford tractors if you like that old iron. Which I've had several playthroughs where I've used the old Ford tractors. I kind of like them. They used to be real common in this area back whenever I was a kid. Oh, look at that. It kills me, man. It kills me. That little old hump right there. It's what should be like 2 liters. We got 29.92, and I had to waste my time for. All right. Well, what's that? 16 liters. Yep, that was totally worth it. But yeah, they were pretty popular here whenever I was a kid back in the 80s, and I used to love those tractors, man. You still see a few here and there, the old ones. But as a kid, I was like a huge Ford fan, so seeing a Ford tractor was really exciting. And seeing them in the game is a lot of fun. You saw that. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about the DLC, having the Ford brand in the game. As far as the tractors that are in the DLC pack, like the Ford tractor that's in it, I can't say I'm like super excited for that particular tractor, but I am excited for having the Ford brand in. I mean, that just means we'll get, we should get more varieties when it comes to the Ford tractor. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean that we're getting the Ford brand for pickup trucks, because they're not the same thing. The Ford tractor is part of the Case New Holland group. It's part of Fiat, and the Ford pickup truck is part of the Ford Motor Company. They're just 2 separate things. So we won't get the trucks, but we get the tractors, so I guess that's good enough. I mean, I'm happy about it. The Versatile, I don't know how I really feel about Versatile. You'll see those in this area, every once in a while. I know a couple months back there was an auction here that had one of the big Versatiles, and it's like seeing a unicorn. You just don't see it. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it a unicorn, but it's rare. just like the old white farm boss. Every once in a while we'll see those. Hell, every once in a while we'll see like an Oliver pop up, but you know, those definitely aren't common here. Yeah, maybe down the line we'll see the Ford. You know, I'd like to see Ford, Chevy, Dodge. I'd like to see all those in there. I mean, we got the Skoda. It's like, what the hell's a Skoda? And then you know, we just got the 1.9 update, and with the 1.9 update, they added a new Skoda, and I'm like, what the hell is this Skoda, man? Why does these Germans like this car so much? They, yeah, I mean, look. Let's see, get into the store, and they just added this one, right? They had this one, which is just like this plain old sedan. I mean, you know, if I want to take the family out, I guess it's an alright looking ride. But I mean, what am I going to do with this in Farm Sim? I guess I could use it for some kind of role play, but I mean, I don't even care nothing about the Skoda. And then you got this thing here, which is just kind of a sportier version. You know, it's like, what's the deal? You know, I want something like this right here. You know, come on, load in. There we go. I want something like this right here. You know, I want a Ram. I want a truck. Yeah, we go two-tone with it. This is give it a good old burgundy color. And I think we'll make that other one the same. Yeah, it's not quite burgundy, but close enough. You know, that thing, that's a truck. That's a truck. It's a farming hatchback. We need a 3-point hitch on the back of this thing. I mean, it looks fast. 299 horsepower. It's got more power than a lot of the tractors in the game. So we need a 3-point on this sucker. You know, we're doing burnouts on the field. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I mean, if I'm gonna put something useless in the game, I kind of want to put it in there myself. I would rather than put, you know, something worthwhile. There's plenty of mods out there for, you know, stuff like that as far as cars and all. So if I'm going to role play, I'm going to role play something that I'm familiar with. You know, I think there's like old Camaro. There's all kinds of stuff you can get. And we're getting a lot of bills. I feel like I should have made these bigger. What size am I making? The 150s? Yeah, probably should have made these bigger. At least it's not the 125. Woof. Wouldn't ever be able to get all those things up. But I'm not even going to put these down on the ground. I'm going to take these straight over to the farm. Drop these off with Emerald over there. And I love that little tractor. That little 3690. Man, that thing's awesome. I heard something. I got to look into this a little more. But you know how a lot of people have been coming down on John Deere because of their maintenance practices. You know, they're making farmers use them pretty well exclusively whenever they have breakdowns because they can't do any testing or anything on the vehicles or the tractors themselves. They have to make service calls for it, and you know, it's cost them like $500 just for a service call. Well, from what I understand, you know, the lawsuit here in the States was won, and now, you know, John Deere doesn't have the monopoly on that like they did. However, Mexico has the same issue that we had. And from what I understand, Mexico has, they've passed some kind of law. I don't know all the like exact details, but they've passed some kind of law to where you have to have like an import inspection, so to say, and because of John Deere's practices, their tractors have been getting inspected much harder than other brands like Case or New Holland, those have pretty well just been going right on through with very little inspection at all. And Kubotas have been coming through uh, almost uninspected entirely. They just pass right on through. But John Deere's been getting held up for weeks or months at the border whenever when they're coming in, um, because they want to have it where if a farmer has something that's wrong with his tractor, he can have a third party dealer actually come out and do repairs on that. He doesn't have to rely on John Deere every single time. Big thing that the farmers here were having issues with, because they don't want to have to pay $500 because they got a sensor out, whenever they could plug up a diagnostics tool and figure that out themselves, go buy the sensor and replace it, instead of having to wait and pay so much money, and being at the mercy of John Deere. And Mexico is they're really on board with that whole line of thinking, and they're pretty well punishing John Deere, which for the farmers it's kind of sucking, because there's farmers that are going to suffer, because a lot of those that come across the border from the States into Mexico are already paid for. So the longer it takes for them to get their tractor, if it's planting season or something like that and they need that tractor, well, that puts them behind for that sort of thing. But it also puts a lot of pressure on John Deere, because if that's what they're doing, you're talking millions of dollars a day that it's going to cost John Deere, which will put huge pressure on them to actually change their ways to allow for diagnostics tools and third parties to actually be able to do the maintenance on their vehicles and that sort of thing, or their tractors. So could be a good thing to break up the monopoly. It really needs to be broken up when it comes to the maintenance with John Deere. Around this area where I live, that's pretty much what everybody has, John Deere. It's this is a real green area, has been well since I was a kid. Like I said, you see some New Hollands, and you would see some cases, and you'd see some Fords, but you'd mostly see John Deere. And now you don't see any New Hollands, you don't see any Case tractors. Very, very few people have them. I mean, the Case dealership that was around here closed. I mean, I do know where a New Holland and a Case dealership are, but they're not really that close by. And then there's a John Deere dealership right next to them that's probably 3 times larger, because it's just so much more of a popular brand. But I would like to see all that get fixed, because it'd be nice to see John Deere have some reputable practices again, where it used to be such a consumer focused, where they actually gave a damn about their customer instead of just doing like they're doing now. That would be nice. I almost feel dirty using the tractors. I don't. I've gotten to where in the game you're trying to catch up. That's no worries, man. You didn't really miss a whole lot. But yeah, in the game, I've gotten to where I've started using a little more Case. I still really like using the Massey. That's really my go-to, is the Massey. I don't know why, but I just really like the Massey. Let's snag that one right there. We're going to shortcut through the trees over here. We're not taking that slow-ass ferry to get to the farm. Let's fold that up. Hopefully we don't screw ourselves coming around this over here. Yeah, I've been looking into it a bit. I don't know all the exact details of the whole thing. I can only kind of give you like highlights of the whole thing, but what I know of it, it just, I don't know, it's just not a good thing. Oh yeah, the documentary that I was listening to that was talking about the, as far as like the Mexican farmers go, the reason that the Mexican government passed that law was because one of the leading causes for small farmers to go out of business was because of maintenance costs for them. It's like, wow. And the ones that were having the problems with maintenance costs that was causing them to go out of business were ones that were related to John Deere. And it's like, man, how can you sleep at night knowing that because your monopolistic practices are the reasons that farmers are going out of business? I just couldn't sleep at night knowing that I was causing, farmers to go out of business. 200 subs, that's awesome, Whiskey. That's awesome. I gotta buckle down, man. I've slowed down on my subs because I've been so slack here lately. If you keep a pretty steady routine, you'll see your numbers climb pretty decent. When it comes to your subs, you just constantly work on improving your videos. Trying to, I guess, kind of like trying to get your own style of things. I don't know, just so you can kind of stand out a little bit from everybody else. But that's, oh, we're getting some lag going there. I think that's textures loading in. I haven't done a whole lot since the 1.9 update. But yeah, just constantly focus on improving at least one little thing each video, and you'll start to see the numbers go up. There's the horse farm. We finally bought this field right here. I got to do something with this thing. I'm planning on putting some sugar beets out there. Yeah, no, I don't know why I hate myself, but yeah, I plan on putting some sugar beets out there so I can feed those to the horses also. I just leave the water wagon laying out there. Oh man, feel that lag. Yeah, we're loading textures. We get up here close to the horses. We're going to try to cut through the farm. Oh boy. Hopefully we don't get hung right here. All them textures keep popping in. Don't do the beats. The horses aren't worth it, are they? Coming in here. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I should have come through here before I started. All these textures are causing it to do all that skipping. I do apologize for that. See, I put a little trigger right here. This barn doesn't normally have this this storage trigger, but I kind of wanted it to, just so I could have a place to put my bales in here. They're going to stack up inside right here. I set it up to where they would just fill up in this first bay. But it's a tight fit. I got everything crammed in here best I can. Yeah, have you guys seen this gleaner? I don't know if you saw that last episode of the Riverbend series, but we picked this up. And this thing, man, this thing is super nice. You can find this on itch.io, but I mean, look at this. It's pristine. The fabric's not torn or anything. As old as this is. This is another thing that used to be real popular here in the South is the gleaner. A lot of people back in the late 70s, early 80s would use these things because of the hopper size. They had, for the time, they had a pretty big hopper. Now, nowadays it's small potatoes, but look at old Emmy there. That is a sexy little tractor. Tell you what. Now, let's see if we can get ourselves out of here. might be easier to come out on this side of the farm as opposed to. Yeah, you see that? See how it doesn't? The camera's not jumping. Oh yeah. If you download that additional settings mod, there's a camera collision setting in there that you can disable, and the camera won't do all that jumping around on you. It's a must-have. What's up, Cody? This is Riverbend. This farm is literally like right across the road from the shop. Right, I mean the animal dealer is right down the hill right there. Whenever I was, whenever I was looking at this map back when the game first came out, I was trying to find some places that I thought were kind of unique. Now, one of the things that I had to do is like this is if you come up here to start with, all these fences will be the white fences that look much nicer than the ones I have out here now. But I had to replace them because when I bought the farm, it's set up as a horse farm. It's got like the little training arena right there in the middle. There was even like a feed ring out there, and you had this horse barn over here, the little green and white one that's right behind me. And when I bought the farm for the series, none of it was functional. Like, it was like, what the hell? How am I going to have a horse farm if I can't have horses? So I had to tear down all the fences and then and rebuild everything. Even like the training arena there in the middle, all that had to be replaced. So just to get it to look like it was the same place, I had to rebuild everything. You're just raking hay? You got your IRL stream going right now? I know I saw where you posted said you were just going to go live. Did you go live and doing your IRL stuff? Those of you that are in here now, if you like watching real life farmers do real life farming, Cody is a real life farmer who does real life farming, and he likes to stream over on Twitch. And he goes live all the time. He streams all kinds of stuff in the afternoons when he gets done from work. He'll hop on there, and there's no telling what he's streaming. He might be streaming Farm Sim. He might be streaming some racing game. Whatever scratches his fancy for the day. But yeah, he's definitely worth checking out. If you want to check out somebody that does IRL, he doesn't talk a lot, but he does chat with you in the chat. He likes to crank the radio up and jam. Speaking of which, my music isn't too loud, is it? I was trying a different software and it didn't really work out so great. So I went back to my OBS, and one of the reasons I quit using the OBS was because my audio's not feeding back through my headset for some reason. It quit couple months ago, and I haven't been able to figure out what the heck's wrong with it. What's up, Cyclops? Yeah, this was kind of an impromptu, I just feel like going live kind of thing. You don't even hear it. Okay. Is anybody else having problems hearing it? Can you, Cyclops, can you hear the music? It would make sense if you couldn't hear it. Me just talking about how I'm having issues with it. Of course you couldn't hear it. Let's see. Let me look at something real quick. It's playing. It's probably... Oh, that's probably too loud. Come back down a little bit. Maybe right there. For whenever I quit running my mouth, very faint. Okay. It should pick up just a little bit right there. I don't want it too loud because not everybody really likes it. Yeah, you did for a little bit. Okay, cool. But I don't want it too loud. But whenever I finally quit running my mouth and just motoring on, it's good to have something to kill the dead space. You can. Are you in the Discord, Whiskey Creek? Are you part of our Discord? if you're not part of the Discord, join the Discord, and whenever Cody goes live, he always drops a link in the Promote Yourself channel, which you can do that also if you for your channel. You know, if you're a member of the Discord, you can just drop it in there and let everybody that's part of our Discord know that you're going live. Because it's not like everybody wants to watch me 24/7. You know, why not watch somebody else? I like trying to support other streamers, especially, you know, the small channels like myself that are just getting going. You know, trying to build up a community and you know, see what sticks, that sort of thing. You're not live now? Okay. Ooh-wee. I think the horsies will be eating good. We'll get these bales on over there and get them in the barn. Get them out of the hail, and we'll check on the horsies, see if they need some food. Maybe oh, come on. Maybe go ahead and throw the roller out here and get this field rolled. As if I don't know if they changed that, but you see it's got a 50% fertilized right now. If I roll it, that'll go to 100%. Oh, you know what? I don't think. I don't. Okay, I don't have precision farming activated on here. All right, that explains it. I was like, why didn't it show my percentages? But yeah, I don't have it activated. But yeah, I'll get the John Deere over here rolling this probably. Actually, you know what? I can just get the Massey to roll it. It's gonna be here. I'm gonna take the John Deere with me. That's all the bales. Yeah, that's all the bales. So let's set the Massey up. Let it go ahead and roll this field. Get our fertilizing back up to 100%. And then we'll head on over to the horse farm and check on the horses. We might have to fire old Emerald up. Probably shouldn't have parked on the bridge. I mean, I got to go back across it. Yeah, I'm not sure if rolling it will work with the precision farming. I haven't tested that part out, but as far as the way we got it right at the moment, yeah, it will be good. It's Integrity Farms. That's my grass farm. For you South Park fans out there, I just thought that was hilarious. You know, we're growing grass. It just seemed to fit. Some things just work. Old Squiggles, he's on top of things. Come on, drop her down. Yep, it's working. Let's set them up right there. Yeah, you see it's 50% here, and then this little patch that I hit right there says 100%. So, oh, that's good to go. Run back up here and get in the old JD. Head back across the pond. Oh, it does? You tried it? Oh, good deal. That is good to know. Because on the survival series, I'm short of cash right now, and I have a roller. I can't really afford the fertilizer. I mean, technically I can, but I don't want to afford the fertilizer right at the moment. I guess is a more accurate way to say it. I'm being cheap, I'm trying to be frugal. For those of you that have watched the survival series and are caught up on it, you know that I just bought that piece of land and added in another sawmill. Well, a lot of those trees that are right there around that, you know, I don't know why I come this way. It's no more room this way than there is the other way, going through that. Oh well. But Yeah, yeah. I probably will watch the live later, but I purchased that piece of land and I went straight ham on the trees on that thing. I just started cutting everything I could because I'm trying to open it up. I need to build a field, and I've got to get it done in the month that I'm in, so that I can build the field, so that I can have it ready to plant in the next month, because the next month is the last month I have to be able to plant. And if I miss that, well, I've got all that open field just going to waste because I couldn't get it done fast enough. So yeah, it's got me behind the gun. I've got 2 poplar fields that I got planted. Yeah, apparently I do hate myself, Mojo, because I did do it. Now I hired a worker for it, but you know I did do a lot of it, um, but it was getting to be a little too time consuming. And when you're trying to make $10 million in 5 years, there's ways you can do it really easy. You know, it's not something it's like an impossible challenge. But if you're trying to do other things besides just make wood chips, then it's a bit more difficult. And I don't want it to be just cutting trees. And you know, it needs to be a little more than that going on. I need to make it a little harder on myself than that. Um, I just got to make sure I don't go too far and make the challenge impossible. As many setbacks as I've had, I'm already 6 months in, and I've got 1 field and 2 pieces of land. You know, so yeah, it doesn't need me shooting myself in the foot, but you know what? Let's go down the other road. It doesn't need me shooting myself in the foot, but apparently I'm I'm self-sabotaging for some reason. So with all the trees that are there, I've taken, I'm trying to get some of those into the sawmill, so there's plenty of wood in the sawmill. And then I want to take the rest of them and I want to chip them up, but I can't chip them up where they're at. I'm going to have to drag them out of the way because if I leave them where they are, there's just way too many trees to be able to have all of them chipped up and sold and out of the way before the next month rolls around. So I'm going to have to move them and then start chipping them up from wherever I move them. So yeah, it's a high pressure situation. Gotta love it. But you know, it is what it is. It's a lot of fun. Like just like this series to me is a lot of fun. Uh, we've added in a couple. I haven't. I don't have them active right now, but I've added in some of my favorite modders mods. Old Rockhound. I'm not gonna lie. Ever since I found that truck of his, he has definitely become my favorite modder. So I've added some of his in for this series. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to be able to use them at just yet. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that. So the mod that I used to do that. Oh, can't get through there. Got my fat head stuck just in. The mod that I used to do that, in case anybody's wondering, it's in the mod hub, and I'm pretty sure it's crossplay. Let's see. I think it's in sheds, maybe under tools, or actually it may be under silos. Oh yeah, here we go, right here. This one right here. Any shed object storage. Fanboy, yeah, I am. I talk about him all the time. But this particular mod, like if the door was open, this would work a lot easier. But the posts that are on here, those will go away once you place it. But you can see the different triggers that it has on it, like the one to pull your stuff out and all that good stuff. That's I just set it up basically like inside of the building. I want to say I used the bigger one. It's hard to tell. It's like you look at it and it's like, how the hell did you place that thing down? Oh, did I do it this way? I don't know how the heck I placed it. Oh, there we go. Like this. I used the posts on the back as guides because you can see them sticking through the building, that sort of thing. For this mod, yeah, this mod is awesome, man. You can make any shed that you want into an object storage. I mean, it'll store pallets and it'll store bales. That thing is awesome. So I just used it so that I could, you know, I didn't want to stack my damn bales in here myself. I mean, who wants to stack bales? I wanted something nice and easy, so I did that. Now that whole bay is just object storage. I can store whatever I want to in there. Let's try not to hit the trash can. Woohoo! Oh, we hit the trash can. Oh, it's a good thing it's stuck. it's full. That's why it didn't move. You know how heavy a damn trash can is when you got to pull that thing to the road. All right, we'll sit this right here for the time being. You have two of them set up? Oh, that's awesome. I could look in the menu and check this out, but I really just want to drive Emerald around a little bit because I love this tractor. See, I mean, I even put her name on the tag. We take her around. I just want to ride over here and check the pins and see how much food is in them. Put that weight on the back just to help counterbalance the bales. No, that's it's not a map. That's what he calls the farm that he has on his series that he has. Ornery Cyclops has a series too. He actually in the promote yourself, I think he just dropped a link the other day for his latest video. He's another new creator, and you can he's, what is it? Is that the third video? I think that was his third video, and you can tell his progress each time he drops a video. I will tell you this: if you watch his first video, get ready for the jump scares. He's gonna scare the shit out of you. It's fun though, I ain't gonna lie. Let's see. Looks like there's plenty of food in here for the time being. Let's go check the other pen. We might grab a bale just to grab a bale and top them off. Just treat the old horses, make sure they stay fed. Oh, 4. Oh, dang. What's up, Jaked Up? I love that name. I'm all Jaked Up. Let's see. Oh, they can hold plenty of food in here. We bring a couple bales over here. All right, good deal. Why ain't you fellas been... Why is your fitness at 0? Why can I see ribs on this horse? I'm gonna have to talk to the farm manager. Son of a gun ain't doing a damn job. I tell you, you can't find good help. Alright, well, let's go get some of these bales we just brought up here. I think we'll take one over and we'll top the other pen off, and then we'll maybe bring 2 down to the other barn. Yeah, these things are awesome. I think this is the right spot. Or is it? It's this one, ain't it? Yeah. Let's, oh, we got a bigger bale in there. Yeah, let's start with the big bale. Get it out. I think that was the first one that was in there. And then we'll just get 2 of these. And, yep, that should be all we need. It's probably more than we need. So let's just go ahead and take this one on down there. Man, I'm good. I am good. How about yourself? How are you? You know what I'm wondering is why 7 people are actually watching me this morning. Why ain't y'all at work? Or are y'all at work? And why you watching Farm Sim while you at work? It's Friday. That's why it's the official fuck off day. Did we get it in there? We did not get it in there. There we go. I was about to say, you better take that daggone bell off for 3 days. Man, I tell you what. You and Big Dog was in here a while ago. I don't know if he's still in here. But you and Big Dog. Big Dog's on his 7-day break, he says. Well, yeah, I know you don't work, Mojo. I know you don't work. But you got a good reason for not working. You're a kid. Working on selling some deer equipment. I hear that. You talking about in game, or are we talking about real life? Man, I am so in the wrong line of business. Worked 4 hours and got paid for 12. I worked 12 and got paid for what feels like half of them. All right. Surely that's not full. We were just looking at how much food was in here. Yeah, there's room for... What's going on? Do we got to take the wrap off? All right. Okay. You just want to be... Oh, it's grass. Son of a bitch. Did I wrap all that and not ted it? So, I just filled my barn up with grass. Yep. Well, there you go. That's how that sort of thing happens. I go to running my mouth. All right. Looks like I get to load all this up and go sell it because it's worthless to me as grass. Fact sheet Friday. Yeah, I think the fact sheets are out. As a matter of fact, let's let me look at this real quick. See if it's popped up here. It has. It has. All right, cool. Let me see if I can. See if I can share this screen. That's oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. I can get this up here. No, I'm not trying to invite myself to the daggone Discord. What the heck? Open it up in the browser. Come on now. There we go. Yeah. See if I can find the right button. Woohoo! This is the Discord. Giants has just recently dropped the fact sheets. And I have it in the announcements channel where you can actually go in and check them out. The old Big Roy right there. It's going to be a $219,000 tractor, 600 horsepower. Now that part's nice. It's a big, ugly machine. I ain't gonna lie. But that 600 horsepower, that's pretty sweet. At $219,000 even, which is pretty sweet. Now it only goes 12 miles an hour, but look at that. It holds over 2,000 liters of fuel. I mean, come on, man. Holy cow. And then we have, oh, we got the Rogator. That's going to be nice. The old Fent. I've started using those a little bit more in my games. Just because, well, they're making Fents in the U.S. now. There's it's part of the Agco brand. Fent is, and they've got one of the best warranty systems out there as far as like taking care of farmers. Like they have a policy. I can't remember if it's 24 hours or 48 hours, but like if your tractor goes down, then I think it's 48 hours. Anywhere in the country, wherever you're at, your tractor goes down and they can't get it fixed for you, then they'll have a tractor for you to use as a replacement until they get yours fixed, guaranteed within 48 hours. That's pretty damn amazing. John Deere won't do that for you, but let's see, it's $409,000. It's got a hefty price tag. What's the boom size on it? 20 meters. That's it. It's only 20 meters. Oh, it's not a boom. It's a tank. Okay, it's a spreader. Oh, it says it's also available as a liquid logic sprayer, Air Max R2 fertilizer spreader. Okay, well, if it's available, what's the spread on that? What good is this fact sheet if it's not going to give me the boom size? But it'll hold 8,500 liters. And then you have the live bottom rear lift, the Trout River, which is pretty cool. Pardon me for just a second when I move that over here. It was a slow emergency yesterday. Well, that's good to know. You work in lawn and garden at sales and dealership. Okay, well, don't listen to me too close. I might say I might upset you. I'll badmouth the deer every once in a while. I like them, but some of the stuff they do is it kind of gets under your skin. Let's see. It's just Mayor did it. This Trout River, this is going to be a pretty cool thing that's going to come in. This is that rear lift trailer to where the back end lifts up, so you can like have it loaded down with like lime and just back up to your Rogator and just have it pumped right in from the back, kind of like an auger wagon, just plops out the back instead. And oh, look at that versatile. Look at that. Holy cow. 665 horsepower. That's what's up. 21 miles an hour. That's a heap load better than the Big Roy at 12 miles an hour. The Verstad Seed Hawk. Oh, that's going to be nice. Getting the Seed Hawk in. I mean, we've got the Seed Hawk in from the Mod Hub already, but it'll be nice to have a branded one in. Which actually the other one's probably branded too. What I'm probably just talking out my ass. Who knows? You got the seed tank for it. That's pretty slick. And is that everything? Was that all of it? Oh no, we're getting a new truck too. Oh, we're getting an International. How about that? How about that? Should have known we'd get an International whenever we got the CV and the pickup, the little pickup with 25, 74,000. That's not a bad price. That's a used truck. That ain't brand new. 55 miles an hour. Yeah, that thing, it must have belonged to Prime Trucking. We were getting these used from Prime Trucking. They got their trucks governed at 55 miles. You ever see those trucks going down the road and you're like, why is this sumbitch going so slow? They govern them at 55. Or at least they used to. They might have bumped them up a little bit since then, but they were actually governing their trucks at 55 miles an hour. You know how bad that's got to suck driving down the interstate and you can only run 55 miles an hour? You thought it was bad when you saw Swift trucks running down the road at 60. And these poor bastards can only run 55. Oh, and the Gia. Look at that thing. That's a pretty slick looking tank. 4 axles on it. Looks like that 4th axle there. Looks like that one is actually a raisable axle, which would be good. I mean, hot dang. You imagine dragging 4 axles down the road? It's got a 39.8 thousand, or well, 39,800 liter capacity. That's a pretty big tank. Too bad it doesn't hold anything other than slurry and digestate. You know, a tank that big, you could have a big old cattle farm. You could load up all that milk. But yeah, that looks like that's the fact sheets. And if you're in the Discord, you can check those out. You know, if you're a member of the Discord. Come on now. Let me put this back. Nope, don't do that. Get in there. All right, there we go. Let's take this back up the hill, I reckon. From Australia, what's going on, Troy? It's a retired Swift truck. You have 31 followers on Twitch now? Watch out now. Twitch is kind of a difficult place to build a following. It's the last stat I saw on there for Twitch was that there are more people streaming on Twitch than there are people watching Twitch. So it's a pretty competitive place over there. So if you've managed to knock out 31, I'd say that's pretty good because you hadn't been over there very long. So how's it going in the land down under, Jake? So you guys are in your are getting ready to go into your winter down there, if I'm not mistaken. Which is really, it's kind of weird to think, you know, we're coming into our summer and you guys are coming into your winter. It's kind of weird how different places can be around the country. It's not how we want to do things, but it looks like we're going to have to do them this way because we can't hang on all this grass. I don't have myself all boxed in here. Oh, this has happened one too many times on this on this map for me. I mean, I could bust these bales. I could. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna go sell them. We got some more grass to be ready here pretty soon. Yeah. Oh, did I say Jaked up? I thought I said Troy. I thought, you know, he says he's in Australia. Yeah. If I did, I misspoke. You got a motor mouth that just keeps on running. You never know what's going to come out of it, man. Sometimes it's just not the right thing. There we go. Let's see. We're going to have a couple of these that'll still be left here. So we can only hold, what, 24? Actually, I think we can get all of them but one. I've spawned out 25. Oh, you know what? I can hear my pup calling me. Give me just 1 minute. I'm going to have to let him outside, and I'll be right back. All right. This is a terrible way to make money selling grass. Whew. Ran down them stairs. My ass too fat to be doing that. I'm looking forward to Sunday night jumping on the community multiplayer server with everybody. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of a highlight of the week right there. Just finishing your planting season. Oh, awesome. 600 hectares. So let's see, 600 hectares. That's like that's over 1,200 acres. Man, that's a lot. So what were you guys planting? Bring that back up. So I think we can sell these right down the hill at the animal dealer. So we're just going to sell them there. Not too concerned about trying to get the best price off of grass. On Sunday? Oh, is that like a firm date Sunday for Judith Plains? I'm looking forward to that map too. Oh, DJ Modding makes some really good maps. UMRV back on 22, I think, was probably my favorite map. Your whip map? Sweet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. About to hit a pole trying to look at chat. Driving way too slow. I'm texting and driving. June the 1st. So it's going to be out just in time for the Plains and Prairies pack, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Hey, that sounds cool to me, man. I'd love to check out your map. I'd love to check out your map. And them ain't terrible profits, but they're not great, are they? Well, a few $1,000s. I don't guess that's too terrible. I'll take it. Grass must be selling pretty daggone good. Get prices like that. Makes me wonder. I'm going to check this out. Oh, wrong menu. There we go. Come in here. Let's see what the grass is selling for. Oh, actually, that was hay. Well, no, I didn't tell it. It was grass. Is the grass up here on the? It is. You know, it's so weird how some of these, like grass is up here instead of down here. And then, let's see. Like your wood chips, you know, why are they down here? And some of the stuff, it doesn't make sense why it's down here. I don't know. Why the straw is up here, but then hay is down here. I just saw it. Yeah. Why isn't the hay up here with this other stuff? I guess because, you know what? I know the answer to that. Before you guys tell me I'm a dumbass. It's a 4X map. Farmer Cop will be doing a video. Oh, awesome. Yeah, it's because these are actual crops that it's finished. Well, the straw's not really. The straw shouldn't be in there, but it is. All right, so damn, we're getting the lowest price possible on. Oh no, that's not grass. Get it back to the grass, and we're still almost getting the lowest price. Okay, either way, I'm surprised. You on PS5? There aren't any Mod Hub maps that are 4X for console. I thought there was some that had come out that you could play on console. I do like 4X maps. I turned on the wrong road. Bring this on back around, huh? Yeah, I'm glad I don't own that field across the road yet. I keep running all in it. Plus, it's full of sugar beets, and I don't plan on planting a field that big with sugar beets. That's for sure. I don't hate myself that much. It is pretty awesome, isn't it, Whiskey? He gonna be famous. Oh, Farmer Cop and DJ, they're two of the biggest North American names we got right now, aren't they? You got Fearsome Rhino, Whiskey Creek, not Whiskey Creek, but oh, Socks Way Up. I don't know why I called him Whiskey Creek. And Farmer Klein, probably the other North Americans that are pretty decent size. Yeah, that is all grass. I'd say if you want to get your name out there, that's definitely a way to do it. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. 4B and Matsy, yeah. Well, there's Clutch too. I didn't think about Clutch. Clutch is usually, I'd say he's usually streaming late, which is kind of good. I'm usually working whenever he's live, so I'll throw him on and just have him in the background. So Troy, what have you guys what were you guys planting on that over 1,200 acres? Good grief, man! I have to figure that out. You know, your hectares. Since playing Farm Sim, I have learned what a hectare is. I've never heard of a hectare before Farm Sim. Yeah, Matsy used to be late all the time. Yeah, I like Clutch. Matsy used to be late all the time, and then he got to where he started bouncing around. But I would stream Matsy or not stream him, but listen to him at night whenever I was working. That Waseca County that he has is a pretty nice map from what I've seen. I haven't been on the map yet, but like I was saying earlier, I know I've seen several people on it. And from what I've seen, it's pretty nice. And from what I've heard from some other people, is that it's pretty accurate to the area that it's supposed to depict, which is pretty nice. I am pretty popular, and I've had this channel for about 3 months. I don't mean like unknown or anything like that. Yeah, everybody knows. I mean, there's several people in the community that a lot of people know who they are. What I mean is like their subscriber base, right? Like actually have substantial channels. Rusty Money. And I missed my turn again. This is why you don't text and chat or text and drive. Oh, Actually, feels like I had a little more room coming that way. That was a good mistake. You know, if you're going to screw up right. Make it work for you. Let's see how much we can get off of this one. Oh, that's not too bad. Looks like around $7 grand off of that trailer load. I'll take it. I'll take it all day. Especially when it's just grass. Now see if we can actually take... Oh, you know what? We don't need to go back this way. We need to take this back across the road. Just hell-bent and determined to go the wrong way. We just come to the back side of the dealer. We just wanted to check out the animals. That's all it was. That's all it was. The old moo cows over there. What's up, fellas? So has anybody tried out the realistic animals mod yet? That one actually looks pretty interesting. I know on the GitHub he says that there's not any male animals in it because he's not a 3D artist. I'm hoping that somebody that knows how to make a bull gets with him so he can add that to it, because it looks like a really, really cool mod. Kind of like Enhanced Animals was for 22, but a bit more in depth, you know, with the tags and everything. That's the field we need to circle around. If we're going to shortcut it, I kind of should have turned before this, but it's okay. Oh, that's grass. We can drive through the grass. There's no signs to say stay off the grass. It's just going hell the whole day through, ain't it? I guess I could have sped time up a little bit. Yeah, there's some people that are in the farm sim community that, like I was saying, everybody knows who they are. You see them everywhere too, seems like. Like, I know, I see Yost all the time, and I wonder if the guy ever sleeps. You know, that guy, he's everywhere. Holy cow, 11,500. So, you know, a hectare is 2.46 acres, which means that's over 22,000 acres of farmland. Good grief. I mean, you're talking, whew. That's like almost 25,000 acres, basically. You guys are planting a little bit of everything. It must be a big family. That's all I can say. It must be a big family. Well, we got another month to go before that grass is going to be completely ready. And the other farm, or the other field over here, it should be finished rolling. So we're just gonna park this over here under the trees for now. Keep looking for the other tractor, and I feel like the AI has run off. Oh, there it is. It's over there. Bam. I kept looking around the field and I couldn't see it. It was hiding in the corner. I wanted to get it and bring it back over. It's all rolled up now, so that's good. Missed a couple of little patches in there, and that's my fault. Bring this back, put it away. I guess I could take those pallets. Oh, dang, I parked the John Deere right where the roller needs to go. I mean, it's not like it has to be right here. But if I don't keep things somewhat organized, I'll lose them. I can't remember where I put them. We'll just bring it over to this side. It's normally where I will put the 2 tractors, over on this side. I really need a shed for them over here. These are my workhorses, and they get treated like workhorses for some reason. And then, oh, Emerald, she's sitting over there protected in the barn. She does the least work, but she gets taken care of the best. Go figure, right? Oh, there we go. Sit it right there. There we go. That's more better. And I think the pickup is hooked up over there. So let's just pull this under the tree here. Hopefully we still got windows when all the hail quits. See if we got anything else that's popped out over here. Oh, we got another pallet, 2 pallets. We'll load those up real quick, and then we'll take them and sell it. I mean, there'll be some more pops out today, but not going to be on much longer before I'm going to have to call it for the day. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this again tomorrow. I may do this again tomorrow, and if I do, I may be back on this map, or I might go back to Hootan. I don't know. I haven't been on Hootan for a while. Kind of like to get back to it. That's I really like that map. You're raking a 9-tower pivot. Oh, dog, man. Come on, get in there. Get them peppers. Got my peppers over here twerking. I'll drop off the side. There we go. That'll work. Bump them up just a little bit. Perfect. Oof. That glitching right there. Gotta love that. Thanks, Farm Sim. That was all of it, wasn't it? Yeah, that was all of it. Woohoo! All right, strap it down and fire it up. We got what on here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9,000 liters of just kind of a miscellaneous bag here. Let's see, how much we gonna make on this? I'm gonna say it's maybe $14,000, between 10 and 14. Between 10 and 14, if I'm lucky. I should just switch it all to lettuce, but I kind of like having a variety of stuff growing. Now, I wish I could get the farmer's market in here just packed full. Need some bread and other stuff to bring in here to really fill this place up. 11,000. Yeah, I've sold enough of those. I should know exactly how much it is. See, you only get a few places in here that actually get product put into them. I want to fill all these stalls up. I want to have this place just all packed out. And by the time next month rolls around, they'll all be empty again. You just you can't keep it full. Or I can't keep it full. That's for sure. Yeah, I thought I was going to end up getting rid of this truck and picking up like the Ram or something like that. And for some reason, I've just stuck with this truck. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of the old International Scout. You know, it's got that front end like the Scout does. My uncle had one whenever I was a kid, and his was a dark blue color, and he had the interior customized. Yeah, and the interior, I mean, this is back in the '80s. I mean, you didn't really see a lot of custom rides back then, but his Scout, he had uh, it was a blue jean fabric that he had his seats covered with. So all his seats had the blue jean fabric on them, and I thought that was like the coolest truck in the world. You know, well, is a SUV, but I just thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And I can remember we were riding down the road one day, and my cousin, he was standing up in the passenger seat on the driver's side. This is back in the early '80s, you know, back when nobody wore seatbelts. And I was sitting in the back seat, like right between, because it had like the split, or between the two headrests, and I was sitting between them so I could talk over the seat to my cousin, standing up behind the seat. I was probably 5 or 6 years old. And as we were going down the road, we start to go around a long curve. And just as we go around that curve, my uncle, just before that, had just told my cousin to sit down. And just as he starts into that curve, you know, these Scouts, they had a little body roll to them. And all of a sudden, my cousin pops right out the window. You know, we're running 60 miles an hour down the road, and I just see my cousin fly right out the window like Superman. And my uncle, like Superman, dives across the cab of the truck, keeps a hand on the wheel, never leaves the lane, and catches my cousin by his ankle. My cousin is hanging onto the doorknob on the side of the truck. And my uncle has him and pulls him back in. And all he does is he looks at him and he says, "I told you, sit down." My cousin, pale white in the face because he just looked death in the face, sits down and never says another word the rest of the trip. Me sitting in the back, terrified, thinking I just watched my cousin die, sat down and didn't say another word the entire trip. Hey, thanks, Troy, man. I really appreciate it. Speaking of which, I do believe we're going to call it right there, because it's 10:20 my time right now, which, you know, if I've worked on a regular schedule, it'll be like 10:30 at night for me, and I get up early. So, or early, late, depends on how you look at it. Just everything's backwards for me. But I'm going to have to get my shower and get myself in the bed so I can actually go make a living tonight while all you fine folks are sitting at home playing Farm Sim. and if any of you decide to go live, make sure you're in the Discord. Make sure you post that you're going to go live and to promote yourself so that I can come hang out with you while I'm working, because I like to do that myself. You know, the work thing is overrated. I'm fortunate enough I may not be able to interact with you a whole lot, but I will be able to listen and watch, which is always a lot of fun. But other than that, like I said, we're going to call it right here. Normally we do this on a Sunday. I don't know if I'm going to start doing this more often in the mornings or not, but normally we do this Sunday afternoons, 8 o'clock Eastern time. And we do it on the community multiplayer server. At least that's what we've been doing here lately. So we'll have a whole gang of folks in here harvesting together, carting for one another. You know, it's a lot of fun. The community multiplayer is open to anybody that's a member of the Discord. So that's another perk of the Discord is, if you're going live, you can promote yourself there to the rest of the people in the Discord. and you can actually join the community multiplayer server. I would talk in the VC, Cody, but I'm actually I'm fixing to shut everything down and get my shower and head off to bed. But if you're streaming tonight, I may pop into the VC and hang out with you there. So anybody that's in here, I'm sure. As a matter of fact, it's almost a guarantee Cody's going to go live tonight. And if you guys want to hang out some more, probably catch you guys in the chat over there. But other than that, I think that's going to be it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, and hopefully we'll see you Sunday. So, peace out. That's awesome, Troy. Thank you, man.